The International Cultural Festival is a day of real vibrancy and excitement because on that day, it's the Refugees' Day. And they're the ones who are celebrating what they have brought with them and what they have contributed to New Zealand society. It's, I suppose, only come about because they are establishing themselves as their own communities. They're speaking with their own voice, nobody else is speaking for them. So all the Aucklanders who go to that just love it.
Eritrea is an African country with an estimated population of 5 million people. The Eritrean War of Independence began in 1961 between the Ethiopian government and the Eritrean separatists. The war continued for 30 years, causing many of the population to flee the country. Eritrean refugees have settled all over New Zealand.
We are Eritrean community in New Zealand Incorporated. It was founded in 1999. We are in Auckland, we are in Wellington, and we are in Christchurch, and some in Hamilton. So there are quite a bit of Eritreans in New Zealand at the moment. 1961 the war started, and then it ended in 1991. So 30 years of bloodshed, and finally we were free.
The people who come here, they've all shared the same experience of being on the wrong side of whoever was the government, whoever were powerful. And so it's that commonality of experience that I think brings them together, but also the commonality of experiences that they are former refugees, really.
Each year, the New Zealand government selects 750 refugees for resettlement in our country. The professional social workers and cross-cultural workers support each refugee family as they set their settlement goals and work towards achieving them.
So I'm Jenny Broom, I'm National Manager of Client Services for Refugee Services Aotearoa, New Zealand. We often say belonging is a feeling, and so it's about, can New Zealanders make former refugees feel welcome? Part of what we do as Refugee Services is to provide opportunities for that welcome to be extended through our volunteer program. They form their own community groups, and that's how they come together. Once a community has been here long enough and get established, they realise that it's really important for the children to learn the language and to learn dance as part of learning the culture as well.
The Auckland Eritrean Society meet each week. Today they are preparing for the Auckland Cultural Festival, where they perform dances and sell food, arts and crafts to give New Zealanders a greater awareness of their country's culture and customs. It's also National Women's Day in Eritrea.
It is a national day, and they take the day off in our country.
Today is a special day for us because it's Women's Day. Women's Day in Eritrea, that means we are very strong and bravely. They fought with men together to get our freedom.
It's totally amazing what our ladies were doing during the rebellion times. They were very strong leaders and fighters.
I'm Eritrean, but I've never been to Eritrea in my life because of the war. Mom and dad had to run away to Sudan, so I was born and raised there. People don't believe me when I say to them, oh, I've never been to Eritrea, but I'm from there. Especially Eritreans, when I speak with them fluent Tigrinya, like they say, how could you speak fluent? And I say because of my family, where it comes. We are very strong, we believe. We shouldn't forget where we come from.
If we heard there's an Eritrean person who's there, we always go and welcome them because when you first come here, it's lonely, you don't know anyone, you don't speak English, you feel like you're lost and you're happy that you're not in war, you are in peaceful country, but at the same time you lost your identity or you feel like you don't belong here.
Probably all of us, we came as a refugee through the United Nations, so we were lucky to be here. As you know, in Africa, it is not comparing to New Zealand, there is a big, our background is different. Most of our kids, they are lucky because they were born here, they are born in a fresh environment, and they go to school from 5 years old, and they are all doing very well.
Many refugees had to flee for their lives because of persecution in their home country. Liliana and her daughter are refugees from Colombia. She left Colombia because death threats were made against herself and her daughter.
Before coming here, I live with my family. We live in one big farm. My family worked. I live with my grandparents, and we are one big family. I live with my aunties and my uncles. These people killed my grandfather and my uncle, and they said my grandma and my aunties, we need to go for another country or for another place, because if no give the farm for there, they kill to us. And you have your home, you have all your things, and in 2 minutes or 1 minute you say go and you don't have nothing.
We have a sense of if we are at risk, we call the police, and we have ways of being protected. It's very hard to imagine what it would be like when war or breakdown in society has taken those things away.
Liliano went to Chile to live and gave birth to her daughter Sylvia. After working in Venezuela for a short time, Liliano missed her family terribly and in 1999 decided to go back to live in Colombia.
I received one letter, one note, and it said, if you don't go again, why you coming again? You need to go again, because if you don't go, I kill your daughter, or I kill her when I kill you too. 2001, I applied for refugee, and New Zealand said me yes, and I'm very happy here, but I miss everything, my country.
Yes, there are struggles. Of course there are struggles when there's a different culture, a different climate, you haven't brought your family with you, there's not the community, there's not the village to bring up the children.
You miss your families, you know. You feel sometimes you are by yourself because most of the family, they are back in the country. But the good news is we are here, we are happy, we are living in green, beautiful and peaceful country. Yay!
My name is Billion and I'm 6 years old. Hi, my name is Samrawi and I'm 7.5 and I go to St. Mary's School. Hi, my name is Sarah and I'm 7.5 and play soccer and go swimming. Hi, my name is Hinak. I play soccer and I go to Gladstone Primary School. Hi, I'm Silvana and I'm 9 and I go to Oyoraka Primary.
They're very aware of what they've left behind, and sometimes there's, why aren't there guns at the end of the street, why aren't there bars on the window? That's the thing that people immediately reflect on when they arrive.
The first time I arrived to New Zealand, it's strange, you look the windows and no bars, because in Latin America all homes like jails.
What was it like when you first came here?
Terrible, because I don't understand nothing. But now I feel free. My daughter's happy here. And the first time I said thank you to the people to New Zealand, because they opened the doors for me or for my daughter.
Many refugees see the Auckland Cultural Festival as a real opportunity for Kiwis to experience a rich, diverse range of cultures that refugees bring to New Zealand.
Well, it started in 1992, and that was in the middle of winter, when it was very much more difficult to have an exuberant, vibrant sort of festival as it has become when we've shifted it to a summer time. And so those first few years it was Refugee Services managing on its own. We were called Refugee and Migrant Service then. And now with Auckland City it's just a wonderful, wonderful festival that's growing every year.
I've coordinated all the stalls at the festival today. We've got over 140 stall sites. Yeah, so pretty much everybody ethnic has been represented here.
The Auckland Cultural Festival has grown considerably over its 13-year history and has expanded from its refugee origins to include migrant groups as well. Based at the War Memorial Park in Mount Roskill, the festival now spans 3 fields and houses 140 stalls. It has become a symbol of multicultural Auckland. Continually growing in popularity is the Ethnic Soccer Cup Tournament, a competition that helps foster friendship through sport.
Refugees do not choose to go to another country. Refugees are uprooted. They lose their homes, their families. They are often the people who have been in fear of persecution or have even experienced torture, trauma,
Well, I'm one of the psychologists working at Mangere Refugee Centre. We have about four or five psychologists at the centre plus one counsellor. We look after all the refugees that have come to Mangere Refugee Service who need some assistance with emotional or mental health issues when they arrive. Imagine the worst kind of suffering that some of us have had. Your average New Zealander, and maybe multiply it by 10 or 100, and that might give you some kind of idea. The actual events they're exposed to, some of them are just horrific beyond words, really.